whosoever be he worthy shall have the power. Whatever, man. It's a trick.
No, it is much more than that, my friend.
You want to protect the world, but you don't want it to change. There's only one path to peace. Your extinction.
JimmyO here from JoBlo, and this weekend summer is officially hitting theaters with Avengers Age of Ultron. In the new film, the heroic team must battle a beastly scrap of artificial intelligence created by one of their own. Will this group of heroes work together to once again save mankind from catastrophe and destruction? Well, we have a few more Marvel movies, so I'm guessing it's a safe bet. A few of them will actually survive. The plot for Age of Ultron is all over the place, and it feels a little bit more like an Avengers episode as opposed to a sequel. We have Ultron, voiced by James Spader, as a hyper-intelligent being created by Stark who views humanity as weak and worthless. Well, of course he does. Yes, he strives for peace, but not the sort of peace our flawed human race is looking for. In his quest to destroy our heroes and all they fight for, this monster of metal summons a couple of twins who kinda have it out for Stark. Both Aaron Taylor-Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen are quite good as Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. We are also introduced to Vision, played by Paul Bettany, and yes, I enjoyed the fresh blood, but they're a tad underused simply because you already have so many other characters you are already fully invested in. I'm a fan of what Joss Whedon brought to the Avengers. I was excited to see what he had up his sleeve for a sequel. And yes, much of what I appreciated about the filmmaker is here. The dialogue is witty, the characters continue to grow, and it was especially nice seeing a little more of what Jeremy Renner had to offer as Barton. And I enjoyed the quips between Evans and Downey Jr., of course, and the blossoming romance between Johansson and Ruffalo. This team of actors continue to enjoy taking on these iconic roles, and it is still a pleasure to watch them do it. Some of the best scenes include the cast playing off each other in clever and fun ways. The hammer scene at the party, it's simply hilarious. And while many of the set pieces are incredible and the dialogue has shining moments, there's something seemingly missing in the finished project. The plot seems a little too big for its own good, and in many ways you get the feeling that this serves simply as a setup for the real thing. And yes, there is a scene at the end, after the credits, that reminds us there is a big bad that is waiting to finally destroy the pesky do-gooders who call themselves the Avengers. And speaking of big bad, Spader adds a nice touch as the voice of Ultron. The egocentric display of CGI and metal is an intriguing character, but not quite as much fun as what Tom Hiddleston brought to Loki. Yet Ultron's frustration with the human race was quite a treat, with Spader putting a flair for some, well, a little much appreciated dark humor in. Avengers Age of Ultron will please Marvel fans. In fact, it will please a whole lot of moviegoers, and I suspect it'll make a ton of money in the process. And it is certainly a satisfying sequel. However, this poorly constructed plot and that unmistakable feeling that this is setting us up for something even bigger is hard to fully embrace. Still, considering the near impossible task Mr. Whedon was assigned, it works far better than it could have. While not as great as I had hoped, it was still an entertaining night at the movies, and the 3D wasn't too bad either. I'm giving Avengers Age of Ultron a 7 out of 10. For the full review, check out JoBlo.com and click on that button that says Reviews. Thanks for listening.
Are you a fan of JoBlo? If not, you should be. Click below to subscribe to one of the best channels around, and click one of the other links to check out some other great videos from the JoBlo Movie Network. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our exclusive videos that you won't find anywhere else. Or subscribe to watch the latest movie trailers as they become available. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the movies.